Welcome back. I'm David Palmer. This is Hal Brady, and we're here for the finals of the Hunter Burton Memorial Open main event. Travis Brown on Hammertime, Corey White on Rakdos Scam. No delay there. Travis with the quick Esper Sentinel, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Really love the design around Sentinel.
Yeah, so we've been 13 rounds of Swiss, quarterfinals, semifinals. This is the end of the main events. It's been a crazy, long, fun weekend. Seen a lot of different crazy decks. 8 different decks in the top 8. First time we've had Hammer Time on camera.
Is there a white-bordered Saga you can get? Or is
No, it's probably a manual.
A modified so that all the lands are white-bordered? Yeah. Ragavan versus Esper Sentinel. A quick hammer out of Travis. I assume. Oh, we are going to get just a snap block from Travis.
No effects.
And we're going to protect our Esper Sentinel here. This is a card I pointed out that there were only 2 of in this list that I had seen up to 4 of is Blacksmith's Skill. It gets hexproof, indestructible, and if it's an artifact creature, which Sentinel is, it gets +2/+2.
Oof. Looks like Corey's going to fetch and respond.
I have to respond as well.
I think I saw it's terminate. So Travis will end up drawing a card off the Sentinel.
I don't think Corey expected the block.
No.
I think this whole thing was shocking for Corey. Yep, we are gonna terminate in response. Trigger from Sentinel is gonna let Travis draw a card.
All right.
So Travis lost 2 cards but drew 1, and Corey White is down a card.
Yeah, Travis untaps. Saga goes up to 2. Ornithopter.
Another Saga.
Another Saga in hand. Yeah.
Didn't want to play it this turn. Looks like we're going to be going on the making constructs plan for the Hammer Time deck. XJ Cloud, thank you for the raid. 108 people joining us here. If you're joining us from somewhere else and you don't know what this is, we are casting the finals of the Hunter Burton Memorial Open, the modern main event. We have done 200 some odd events over the course of the weekend. There's over $25,000 in prize payouts over the course of this weekend. We had 13 rounds of Swiss, a cut to top 8, and our finals is a showdown between Hammer Time, being piloted by Travis Brown, and Rakdos Scam being piloted by Corey White.
Oh, interesting. Okay, main deck Blood Moon. Travis, I'm sure, is going to respond by making a Golem token, and then we'll just lose the land entirely.
Yep.
And so that shuts off any future sagas, which we know Travis has 1 more in hand, and also any Ink Moth Nexus.
Yeah, Blood Moon.
Oh, man, and a Fury to take out. He can't. Yes, he can kill both. Yeah,
kill both.
Because the Golem will go down to 2. And now the board's clear for Ragavan to get in.
Ragavan's going to get in. We're going to get a treasure made. We're going to reveal a Sigarda's Aid, which I assume is not going to be cast.
Don't think it's worth it for Corey to play the Sigarda's Aid.
Fury's such a blowout against these small creature decks. It's been one of the most important cards of the tournament, I would say.
Yeah, well, yeah. Another Esper
Sentinel.
No land to play. The Saga is not worth putting into play now that the Blood Moon's at the field.
It's not. Corey with these 2 main deck Blood Moons that I think have been a key part of his performance over the weekend. Blood Moon, a card you mostly expect out of the sideboard, but it has just far-reaching effects even against decks that are mono-white, like Hammer Time, by shutting off Saga and Ink Moth, etc.
Oh, wow, and a hard cast Fury. Take care of the Sentinel. Ragavan's coming in for another card. Springleaf Drum, okay. Not interested in casting that one.
You don't have to scam out the Fury. You can actually play it.
You can just cast it.
Just pay the mana.
You sort of scammed it out with a Ragavan token.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chat says Travis is getting hammered. They're not wrong. Travis pretty far behind right now. Fury gets in for 6, Ragavan for 2. Travis drops 8 down to 8 and 1 turn clock. Just like that.
Who's the beatdown?
It would definitely be the person with a Fury in play.
Yeah, actually can't come into play tapped, whether you like it or not.
Travis going to untap here. Look for a way out Travis is playing 2 Solitude main, not the normal card you would get, which would be
True.
a decent answer, but that'll be that. And in a quick 4 or 5 turns, Rakdos has scammed Hammertime by playing their cards.
Scam versus scammer time.
If we look at the sideboard options for our 2 players, Travis Brown's got Draneth Magistrate and Hallowed Moonlight both in the sideboard. So Draneth Magistrate shuts off the cast from the graveyard and stuff like that. Hallowed Moonlight would actually work against the scam portion of the Rakdos scam deck, keeping them from coming back with an Undying Malice or any of those sort of cards. He has 2 more Blacksmith Skill, which we saw him try to catch a Ragavan with at the beginning of that game. Probably would come in a matchup like this that's just full of removal. March of Otherworldly Light, unlikely to see play here. The big card, Sanctifier Invec. Pro black and red, probably a key card against a deck that only has black and red spells. And then 2 more copies of Solitude. I don't know that this is a matchup where you want Solitude, but the Fury did take him apart after it got in play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a choice you can make. As we look at the other deck piloted by Corey White, the black-red deck has Engineered Explosives as a 2-of in the sideboard, a real key card in this matchup. Obnixilis, Unlicensed Hearse, Raise the Effigy, which is their own trick in combat but can also destroy an artifact. I would assume that's definitely coming in. Fatal Push, definitely going to come in. Hidetsu Consumes All. We've seen that a couple times this weekend. Very good in this matchup in particular. Another Moon Effect, Magus of the Moon. Path of Peril, which is destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. I assume we're going to see that one as well. Orvar, which we won't see here. Surgical Extraction, which we won't see. And Chalice, which I doubt we see either. But there's a bunch of cards in the scam sideboard that can make this matchup better between Engineered Explosive, Raise the Effigy, Fatal Push, and Hidetsu Consumes All.
The Wizard stream just rated us. Can you reset what's
It's really really big.
Now, I think we got rated by another stream. Let's see. We see that in the chat.
So I saw that, Magic, Wizards themselves, rating with 2,200 people. Want to give a huge shout out to the Magic channel. Thank you for joining us. If you are new here, this is the Hunter Burton Memorial Open. This event is in its 10th year being run here in DFW. We are gaming to prevent suicide. This event raises money and awareness around suicide prevention. We have been doing this for 10 years. Hal and I have been in the booth for the last 2 or 3. This is a very important tournament for us and for all of the people in DFW, and we hope to grow it as big as possible. This is the finals. We had 13 rounds of Swiss. We've covered a big part of the top 8 and the top 4. Now we're in the finals with Travis Brown on Hammertime playing Corey White on Rakdos Scam. Our main event is Modern across 2 days. We've run over 200 events. We'll be giving away more than $25,000 in purse for all the events that we are running. And the biggest way you can support us is by showing up. We run this event every year in March here in DFW, not far from the DFW airport if you're flying in from out of town. And we would love to see you here next year as we grow this event and move on into the 2nd decade that we've been doing this.
Yeah, it's been a good time, been a great weekend, all kinds of different games. If you'd also like to show your support for the cause, it's hashtag gaming to prevent suicide. It's what we're here for. There's a QR code at the bottom of the screen if you'd like to make a donation to the cause.
Yep, you can go support us directly by scanning the QR code. You can also support us by supporting our sponsors. And the only way we get to do this is through sponsors. A special thank you that we want to give to Generation X Games and Comics, Darkhound Game Center, Card Monster Games, Common Ground Games, Area 51 Collectibles, Playball Sports and Memorabilia, Laughing Dragon Games, Card Cash, and Nerd Holla Games. In addition, Ultra Pro, Panini America, Beckett Grading, Wizards of the Coast, Judge Academy, Park Hill Fine Portraits, Power Dragon, Cryptic TCG, Melee.gg, and Greg Burton. Looks like Travis is going to keep 6, maybe? He's thinking about it. And
for those of you that just got here, these are custom commemorative play mats that we do every year. These are the ones, the one on the left was for the VIP, and the one on the right is the champion. There's also a custom top 8 one. And then the dice in the middle are the ones that are given out every year. It's a very limited edition, especially the first few years, but that is the full collection of dice that are currently out.
I see someone in the chat talking about the format being homogenized. We've seen 24 plus unique archetypes on camera. We had 8 different archetypes in the top 8. Fury with Undying Evil, and Corey White is here to scam again in Game 2. We saw Corey do this in the top 4 after being down a game, and now up a game, has a 4/4 double striker on the first turn.
One of these decks is aggro.
The other's a little bit controlling. You might be confused as which is which. Travis Brown with the Stoneforge to go find Kaldra. Kaldra is bigger than a 4/4.
It is.
And would be able to take it down.
Yeah, Corey's going to definitely want to get the Stoneforge off the battlefield so that he doesn't not have to worry about the Kaldra complete being cheated into play at instant speed for 2 mana.
Yep. I assume this Fury's about to get turned sideways. You don't play the Fury and leave it on defense.
And we have got a lightning bolt for the Stoneforge and an explosives for 0. This is a
0.
fantastic start for Corey on Rakdos Scam.
Corey played nearly an hour-long top 4 match and played just as long when we saw him earlier in the day. And he is here to win the finals in 20 minutes or less.
He's ready to
go
get out
home.
of here.
Travis Brown's Hammertime deck now with Urza Saga up to 2. He can make a blocker here, but that's just treading water. If he's not advancing his board, he's definitely not going to win this game. The Engineered Explosives obviously throws a wrench into that plan as well, but Travis doesn't seem to have a better choice.
I wonder if Travis left in the 2 Solitudes.
We talked about whether he would bring in the 2 from the sideboard.
Unusual card in Hammertime. Travis Brown has 2 main deck Solitudes in his Hammertime deck.
And they've evidently served him well. He was number 5 out of nearly 500 modern players, making his way into our top 8, the only Hammertime player in the top 8, but that's true for every archetype. There's only one Rakdos Scam as well.
So Travis is going to make the Construct token. See,
Is Corey
Corey
gonna blow
has
it up?
nothing.
No.
All right. Gonna wait. Let's see if Travis has any responses before this saga hits the graveyard.
Just making another just plays right into this.
Yeah,
explosives
that's
in
not what we
play.
want to do.
So he's passing priority.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we
Decides
want
not to float mana.
Corey's like, no,
I'm okay.
currently fine with what this board is at right now.
Is that a pithing needle?
I think so.
I believe that's a pithing needle. It is in play, and it's naming, I assume, Engineered Explosives.
Pithing Needle's always the target when the saga's about to go off and you look at your opponent. Any responses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're in the clear.
Engineered Explosives, we can see.
Yeah.
Travis Brown with 2 creatures as follow-up. The Ginger Brute, fastest man alive.
It's coming in.
Travis Brown, no fear, sitting at 4 life.
He's decided he's the aggressor now.
Sitting on 2 blockers, 2 cards in hand, facing down a 4/4 Fury, and Corey White is going to fetch. I assume we're going to find black mana, the other part of the key here in Corey White's deck. Engineering Explosives just going to be real pretty sitting in play for a while. That said, Corey was likely to bring in something like Raise the Effigy in this matchup. So if he has a 3rd land, you can set up really a blowout moment if Travis is relying on something 0 cost and expecting the Engineered Explosives to protect it.
Absolutely. It looks like 2 mana for the Fatal Push. We paid the extra mana. Esper Sentinel going to hit the graveyard. Oh, no. Well, Travis has got a mana up. And we do know. Well, we saw some responses in Game 1. Doesn't look like we have it this time, though.
Yeah, he has the 2 Blacksmith skills in the main deck. I assume that he would have brought in 2 more.
Ooh, I think Corey drew another Fury.
Goodness gracious.
Yep, there goes Blood Moon and Fury number 2. Do we have a way
1,
to
2, 3.
keep it into play? Gonna get rid of both creatures. Oh, well, Travis is just dead if he doesn't have a response.
Yeah, I think Travis actually had and chose not to save.
Yeah,
the
that's
Sentinel.
smart play.
Yeah, the
Okay, so
Okay. And I believe that.
Oh, not sure what happened.
Now, I'm not sure what happened either.
Okay.
Maybe it resolved already.
Yeah,
Maybe it was too
and there was
late.
no point in attacking with the Fury because the token had pro red.
Oh,
Now-
it was indestructible.
It
So
was
even if he
oh,
brings it back, he
indestructible,
couldn't
yeah.
have killed it.
Okay. Well, now we probably will see an attack. Going to see a chump block.
Travis will be able to make another chump blocker next turn. He is stuck on one card in hand. It seems very bleak for Travis Brown. Corey White, 2 lands, 2 cards in hand, but a 4/4 Fury.
Okay, Corey's got...
Inkmoth Nexus, that's another chump blocker.
Yep, got a couple chump blockers. And Corey's stuck on 2 lands. Can't activate the engineered explosives. Okay, here comes another pitch card. Looks like we got a Grief.
I think the last card in hand was the Cigarda's Aid. No, it's the call. We knew about the Cauldron Complete.
Yep, and that should be exiled, I believe. Oh yeah, we've got the Persist trigger. He may not be able to cast the. I don't think he gets to cast a spell because he went to combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the Grief just discards. It doesn't exile. It gets
Oh,
confusing
okay.
because it says exile on the card because that's
Oh
part
right,
of the
right,
casting
right.
cost, but-
Yeah, I think there was a Void Walker in play last time when that was going on.
All right. So if you're Travis Brown, how do you win this game? I think
Yeah.
that you make a token to block. You search up a hammer. And you find a Cigarda's Egg and kill your opponent with the Ink Moth that just went away.
Yeah, I
you're
don't-
fully
yeah.
back-footed, but you've got to find the only outs that you have to win this game, right?
Yeah.
He didn't draw.
He didn't go
But
for
if he
that,
had
yeah.
drawn Cigarda's Egg or another way to
You're
equip the
more
hammer,
likely. I imagine you would have more likely been able to deal 10 infect than 17 damage at this point. But Corey is still stuck on 2 lands and hasn't really been doing anything else. So
yeah. You don't have to do anything else when you have a 4/4, right?
all right, construct token equipped with the spear.
I said Cigarda's Aid. I meant the creature that you can play to equip.
Yeah.
Core Outfitter that he's
Oh,
playing.
and he's attacking.
Yeah, you got to gain some life.
You have to. Yeah.
So that's a 5, right? Because there's 4 artifacts.
Right. If Corey has a
gain 5,
removal
go to
spell
9.
for the blocker, though, but I
So he
like
should
this.
be at 9. He gained 5.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I like Travis's plan too. It's like you got to get out of range. I think he just won't block. Doesn't block, goes back to 1.
Yeah. Show me Bolt. That's what he's waiting for.
I don't think he has anything. Oh my goodness, is Travis going to be able to climb
He
back
can
into this
attack
one?
for 9. If this is an artifact, he attacks for 11.
Yeah. Nope, doesn't have it. Just with the 1.
So he went to 1. The attack gains him life and brings him back up to 6.
So now what's the follow up?
We're gonna
just
re-equip.
re-equip. But a removal spell now, unless Travis has something, could be lethal.
But the token's now 5/5. It eats the Fury in combat and gains 5 life.
Yeah. Well, no, I was saying if you drew a removal spell
Oh,
for the
yes.
untapped one.
Yeah.
But got the 3rd land and still no play. What is in Corey's hand?
Well, he has the Undying Evil that he wasn't able to
Oh,
cast,
yeah, we know
right?
about that one, yeah.
And then one other card.
I mean, now both players are sitting at 6.
So if you attack, first strike damage happens, second normal damage happens, they both die. Now the construct you have
my
left
gosh,
goes.
it's
Oh, the Solitude!
Oh my goodness, that's
And
the
that's
game.
it. Travis Brown just storms back to take game 2
goodness.
when we, myself included, had completely written him off.
Wow,
That was. I thought that there was a line that Travis could have taken. Travis said, "That's why you're an announcer, and I'm in the finals.
my
Don't talk to me
goodness.
anymore."
Oh my goodness.
And we're gonna be going to game 3.
The
Corey
main
with.
the Solitudes in this Hammertime deck. Oh my goodness.
So in the top 4, Corey made the same Fury play on turn 1 and rode it to victory. And in the finals here, Travis was able to find just enough chump blockers, the Pithing Needle answer to the engineered explosives.
Wow.
And now we're going to the decisive and final game of our tournament.
Final game of the HBMO 2023.
This tournament came about in 2014. Hunter Burton's family helped organize it. Jeff Zandy, who was a pillar of the Texas Magic community, Joe Klopchek, Aaron Giddings, who are still involved, helped put it together. It has been running for 10 years now. It is easily my favorite thing Magic-wise that I do every single year. And we are so happy that you're here to watch the finals with us. We would love to see you at next year's event as we continue to grow this event and expand what we're doing. Any way that you can support us by attending our events, there's a QR code at the bottom if you want to help donate to the cause that we're doing, and then supporting our sponsors, because we wouldn't be here without our sponsors. You can see them scrolling at the top of the screen there. But I do want to give some special shout outs to some people that I missed when I did this just a few minutes ago. And that's some artists who were also here with us this weekend. Ben Schnuck, Chris Seaman, Jeffrey Lobenstein, RK Post, and Sarah Finnegan, who have been here out in the hallways with our vendors, signing artwork and interacting with their fans.
Yep. Another one of our special sponsors, too, is Card Cash. Card Cash is one of Texas' premier Magic the Gathering vendors, specializing in complete collection buying and total deck construction. It's a family-ran business locally operated out of Abilene, Texas. Card Cash can be your go-to vending partner for friendly, personal, honest service. You can visit them at cardcash.crystalcommerce.com to browse our complete booth inventory and order online today. For collection appointments, send us an email today at cardcashtx@gmail.com. That's cardcachetx@gmail.com.
All right, both players mulliganing. Corey decides that he is good, puts card back on bottom. Travis Brown, I think, is still considering if he wants to keep, and Travis Brown is going to keep. And we are underway in the final game of the 2023 Hunter Burton Memorial Open. Corey White with a fetch into a Blood Crypt. Should drop to 17. Right. Travis getting a little drink of water. Got to stay focused.
Got to stay hydrated. Number one, most important rule of a competitive Magic player, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, get enough rest. Have somebody double check your deck reg sheet. Right, Hal?
all things that are very important.
Corey is going to start on a Ragavan. Good opener. It's not Fury on turn one, but Ragavan. And Travis finally with the Giver of Runes.
Yeah. Well, they're only playing two.
Key part of this. Oh, yeah, only two, because you got to fit the Solitudes in.
You got to get the Solitudes in there somehow.
Got to fit the Solitude in somehow.
Corey, go ahead, gets that out of the way with a Lightning Bolt. Attack with Ragavan, trigger, get the treasure, and looks like it revealed
Amiria's Call?
Amiria's Call, all right. How many times does he hard cast that this weekend, you think?
That can't be Amiria's Call.
It definitely is.
It's Silent Clearing, maybe? No? Oh, it is Amiria's Call. He's playing for Amiria's Call. I'm definitely going to ask him.
We're going to have to find
if he cast that a single time this weekend. I love this.
Oh, you can pitch it to Solitude. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's
fair
true.
enough. That's relevant. All right.
That is relevant.
I still want to know if he's hard casted.
This Inkmoth Nexus art that Travis has is really great. Corey sacrificing his treasure and just going for the Blood Moon.
Yeah. On one land again. This
again.
Is not the first game we've seen Corey keep a one-lander.
He loves his Blood Moons, too.
Yeah.
Pure Steel Paladin. I just love Pure Steel Paladin as a card.
Shadow Spear.
Guard his aid.
Draw a card.
Paladin
oh my
now
goodness.
shields up.
Oh, and Travis has the Stoneforward Mystic in hand, too. So next turn is going to be even worse.
Corey did draw a land, so he's not completely locked out. It is a mountain.
Yeah.
But it's a land nonetheless.
Sometimes this gamer gets scammed.
Chat, if you're out there thinking, man, I could do this, why doesn't he cast these cards? I have something to tell you. Come join us next year and prove it. You can put your name on a giant trophy, you can win a bunch of money, and you can do it for a good cause. The Hunter Burton, next year, same time, I think it's the 14th through the 17th in 2024, same location here in Hurst, Texas, not far from DFW Airport, and I hope to see every one of you here next year.
It's a great location. There's plenty of parking. It's a good time, great weekend, all kinds of events, Magic and beyond. There was Pokemon, there was some couple new card games, all kinds of stuff going on.
So Corey White found the second land, played the EE for one to deal with the Shadow Spear.
Yep.
Stoneforge has gotten the hammer.
Yep.
I assume that we're going to get a hammer thrown into play at this point.
Yep. Equip. Draw another card. Attack for a lot.
Attack for 13?
Game 13.
Game 13. And this is what Hammertime's supposed to do.
Yeah.
This is what it's supposed to look like.
This is going to get a little interesting. Yeah, so Travis passes. The EE will get to blow up both equipments and the Sigarda's Aid, unless Travis has one of his responses to make something indestructible. Does that target artifacts too, or just creatures?
So Black Miskel is target permanent.
Oh, any permanent.
So
okay.
if he just protects the hammer.
Okay. It does look like Travis has another hammer too.
Goodness.
And a Solitude.
Corey's
He's
at
got
4.
everything. Travis, he has it all. He's the aggro mid-range and control deck here.
In game 2, it was the other way around. It looked like Travis was dead, and Travis dug his way out of the grave to steal game 2. Corey White looks dead. He has no black mana. He can activate the engineered explosives.
Oh, it kills his Ragavan too, so he wants
Yeah,
to
so
declare
you gotta
blockers
block first.
Yeah.
Pop the explosives.
Okay.
No protection spell from Travis. 2 damage will bring Corey down to 2.
Yep.
The Sigarda's Aid is gone. Both equipments are gone.
Backup Sigarda's Aid.
Backup Aid.
Has another
There's
hammer
a hammer in
hands.
hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw
Hammer's
a
going to
card.
equip over here. We're going to draw a card.
And
a
an Astral
Sentinel.
Sentinel. This is probably too much for Corey White to come back from.
Another mountain drawn.
And that's
that's
it.
the handshake.
Travis Brown is your Hunter Burton 2023 champion.
Chat knows I tried